Padres have fixed the back end of their rotation. They've signed Michael Wacha, and we'll talk about that on this episode of Padres Talking Padres. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Padres Talking Padres. We got another signing because Preller and Seidler can't stop, won't stop until they have their team where they want it. Jack, another signing I did not expect.
I had heard rumors on
the
Twitter world about it. I'm just like, oh well, I go, yeah, I'd take him,
Yeah.
And then I always check Twitter in the morning, see if something happened when I was sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing happened. Then like 5 minutes later, you text me and said, "Hey, we signed Wacha." I went, "Really?" Wow. And I checked. I go, there it is, and all the Padre fans are excited. Dodger fans are upset. You're just buying yourself a championship. I said, and I hate to be this night because some of my best friends are Dodger fans.
Sure.
It's all fun and games, but I go, come on. You can't be complaining.
I for one am loving all of the it's not a rivalry fans get all up in arms about our moves.
Yeah, it's not a rivalry, but like you said, they're just they're all angry and stuff.
It's like every blog's posting about it, but whatever. Honestly, even like Dodger blogiverse and stuff generally is a pretty sensible fan that just like, I mean, you can't be upset at them for doing the same thing we've been doing or whatever. We just have to acknowledge that they're a player now and they're not going to be,
right.
Not,
we're not the doormats anymore.
But
we're not the team that's going to lose 120 games.
Yeah.
I mean, that's probably extreme.
Sure.
100 games every year.
Yeah.
We're a team that has to be, we're in the conversation now.
We're in the conversation. We're in it to win it. But yeah, Jack, same thing. I think yesterday or the day before, these rumors started coming around with the Michael Wacha. And, so I got to play the rumor has it soundbite here. Rumor has it. So rumor had it that we were in talks with Wacha and Cole Hamels. Now,
I thought Cole was like 50 years old.
He is. He's at least 57. But apparently he still got, he impressed people at his little camp thing that he did. But between the two, I think we would have wanted and preferred Wacha, who had a really solid season with Boston last year. I believe 11-2 record, a 3.2 something ERA. Let me pull it up here. I have it.
3.32 ERA.
3.32 ERA. And 127 innings pitched, 23 games, a really solid season and, a consensus pick for like the top pitcher left in free agency. The reason why he was still left is his camp kind of had, machinations of like a 30 million 2-year deal, which is probably more than any team would have given him, even in this very hot market. We don't know the final details of what the Padres are actually giving him. Rumor has it, or people are saying that it's similar to the Martinez deal. So a lot of options and different,
he can probably opt out after the 2023 season.
Yeah, and like probably a lot of incentives and stuff if he hits so many. So there's a lot of details about it we still don't know, including that it's still pending physical, and we know that's not just a sentence that they always say with the Correa deal. So a lot of things still up in the air. But given that they have signed him, Jack, what are your thoughts with this deal for the Padres?
I think it's a fantastic. He's had a great. He's 74 and 50 lifetime. I'm not talking about a guy that has. I'm saying, okay, he can win the Cy Young. He's a guy. It's the 4th or 5th starter.
Yep.
Or 6. They might go with 6 starters.
I think the 6-man rotation is what they've been saying out of spring training.
Right. So he's gonna. He pitched 114 innings, I believe, last year.
Yeah.
23 starts.
Yep.
127 innings, I guess.
127. Yeah.
That's good. He with our bullpen, he needs to go 5 or 6, turn it over to the bullpen.
Yep.
You can let Musgrove and Darvish, because Snell's not going to go. He's not going to go eat up the innings. But Darvish and Musgrove can eat up the innings. Maybe Martinez, and also this puts Maury Home maybe back in the bullpen.
Exactly.
And strengthens the bullpen where your bullpen is just money.
Yep.
So we shall see. But I thought it was a good move. You as a Padres have learned the last 3 seasons, you can never have enough pitching. So if anyone's complaining, you haven't been following the Padres or baseball.
Period.
People get hurt, they wear down, they have off years, and this guy, he was 11-2 last season.
Yeah.
With a Red Sox team that wasn't that great. And
it's a hitter-friendly park, too.
Right. He's going to Petco, which most pitchers love to pitch in.
Mm-hmm.
And the defense behind him is going to be probably the best defense he's ever had.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I think it's safe to say the best defense he's ever had. And offensively, the Padres, on paper, should be scoring runs, too.
Yeah. Yep. Which, hasn't always been the case, but, being in a pitcher-friendly – coast in general. All of the parks really on the West Coast have or maybe lean more pitcher than full-on hitter parks, unlike the East Coast or the Central. But
or Colorado.
Yeah, in Colorado for sure. But for the Padres, everybody on the moon, anybody that talks about the Padres for this upcoming season have been saying, like a lot of what they've done, but the rotation needs some support.
Right.
And
it's the weakest position.
Yes. Yep. 100%.
And maybe catcher offensively.
Sure, catcher, but when the lineups as stacked as ours is, catcher doesn't have to be, an all-star or whatever. But this deal, I agree, Jack, is a great move. Even if we can expect him probably to drop off a bit what he did last year. Last year seemed to be a career year, so maybe not likely hits the same exact numbers. But to your point, a better pitcher park, and he doesn't have to be a 3 guy. He's really like a 4, 5, 6 guy in this rotation. I think he's going to do well, and it depends on where the money lands. But I assume they did this within their means of what they're willing to spend.
Well, another thing too, we were looking at Maury Home. He's had 2 Tommy John surgeries.
Yes.
Can he be a starter?
Yeah.
He's got the stuff.
Yeah.
But can he be a starter? It's hard to go from reliever to starter.
Yes.
Because the endurance, and then you also had Weathers. They were his Weather's going to be the guy. And I'll be honest, I was a little worried going into the season.
Yeah.
Going, okay, we got to add another arm. There's just nothing. There's nothing in the minors where they're ready for it.
Yeah.
So I think it's a great move. It's not one of those moves that goes, oh my God, we just got Scherzer,
sure.
You didn't get a Cy Young award.
Yeah.
But you have to have these kind of guys to win championships.
Totally agree. And I hopefully this one plays out better than the Clevenger Manaea back in, because that blew up in our faces come playoff time.
Yeah.
And so hopefully a better solution there for us. Darvish threw a lot of innings last season, plus the World Baseball Classic. And this is a great move. My next question, Jack, is they were also in talks with Cole Hamels' camp. Are the Padres done? Do we sign Cole Hamels, or is there still a trade to be had before spring training starts?
Well, the trade that would be had would be Kim, and I don't want to trade Kim.
Yeah.
But it's funny. I like Cronenworth at second better than first.
Yeah.
But I don't want to trade Kim.
Yeah.
I think Kim again, I'll trade anybody if it makes the team better.
Sure.
There's no one on the team I go, oh, don't trade him. There's players I like to watch.
Yep.
But it's all about winning at this point.
Yeah.
So, but I don't think I see a trade.
Yeah.
You can sign Cole Hamels. When was the last time he pitched?
It's been a couple of years.
And he's from San Diego. He grew up a Padres fan.
Yep.
So maybe he'll take a minor league deal.
Yeah, like that's $775, and maybe like if he makes the majors,
right.
$1 million, $1.5 million, or something like that.
If you would have told me we had a chance to get Cole Hamels 10 years ago, I'd have been excited. But
looks like last pitched in 2020. Looks like one game.
One game, yeah.
That's right. He came back for the Braves.
Yeah.
Last pitch, I guess, with any regularity in 2019 for the Cubbies.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. He came back for one game and said, okay, I'm done. but how old is he?
Let's see. Age. Where is that in here?
39.
Yes, 39. 39 and 49 days.
Born in San Diego, California.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know.
Again, another insurance arm. Plus, they have all those guys in the minors too. They're going with like Weathers and Groom.
Yeah.
And
if he'll accept a minor league contract, I think that's okay. I would do it.
Yeah.
You're going to give him $3, $4, $5 million? No.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It'd
Yeah,
be like Arrieta, where we gave him all that money and he was terrible.
Yeah.
Actually, you could say Clevenger, same thing. Clevenger.
So Clevenger's a big, especially post all these allegations, is a big black mark in terms of.
And then you had Manaea, who said I was just lazy last season.
Yeah, that's frustrating.
I can see you being lazy when you're with the A's.
Sure.
And you're not competing.
But
you're on a team that had a chance to go to the World Series, and you're saying I was late. When I heard that, I said I'm so glad we didn't.
At least he's honest with himself to admit it, right? And he's not just like people at poo, and since Ava's there. But
she can't.
But on the other side of it, it's frustrating because he's actually able to pitch a few innings in that game where we're up, was it 4 runs in the NLCS, and he just blew it right away. Like that's a game that could change the whole series, and we're in the World Series just on Sean Manaea not being able to pitch.
Yeah. And like I said, I told you before that, I think I even said on this channel, I said I didn't want Manaea or Clevenger pitching in Philadelphia. I didn't think it was a good park for them to pitch in. But it is what it is. But I'm glad they're both. And I like Sean Manaea, but when he said that just kind of irritated me.
Sure, absolutely.
I mean, you're being paid a lot of money.
Yep.
And again, we get complacent and stuff like that, but you only have so many years. Especially as a pitcher, you only have so many seasons you have. Yeah. And to say, I was just lazy. I go, what?
In your contract, you're free agent, last year before free agent.
Yeah.
So whatever. It's his
and he started out the season he was like money. He was money. And then he couldn't get anybody out.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
All
right. Well, that'll do it for this episode of Padres talking Padres. Seems like there's more to come. You can never count out Preller and company. So stay tuned to this channel. Hit the subscribe button and that bell icon.
I had one thing. What's going on with Profar? Are we going to sign Profar? No.
Bye. We're going to put him. Melvin has already said Soto's practicing in left. Carpenter is going to play right till Tatis is back.
You can never have enough depth.
I know, but he wants more than I wouldn't pay him what he had in his contract with us before he opted out.
Yeah, he should have stayed in.
Yeah, for sure. Love Profar though. No offense to you, jerks of Profar, because I know you love this show and you watch it every day. But
he does. In fact, that's why I was shocked you were acting that way, because he emails us all the time. I'm like going, dude.
But anyway,
but you're here to bash, and I'm here to be the positive, uplifting guy.
All right,
it's good cop, terrible cop.
Oh my God! All right, we'll see you all next time. Hasta luego, and goodbye. Take care, everybody.